Oh, hi.
Hey.
Oh, hi! I was worried you aren't going to make it on time, but it's exactly 6:00 p.m. Pacific time.
And then she changes her pants.
You comment every time.
That's 9 p.m. Eastern, by the way. Have fun and tell the boys I said hello.
Hi, guys. Hello. Now the Maxwell Smart hallway. Oh, I forget what a squiddly do. What is it?
Wheelie dee.
That's it.
Quiet on the set. Cue Rob and Bob.
Wheelie dee.
There it is.
C'est le Lounge Show avec Rob Scott et Bob Doyle, deux diffuseurs vétérans qui aiment s'entendre parler et qui réussissent d'une manière ou d'une autre à se supporter. Voyons si vous pouvez les supporter aussi bien. Voici Rob et Bob.
God, I don't mean to do that. Why is that even happening?
I'm spinning.
I don't think it's me. I think it's
Still
the
spinning.
tech. And he's there.
There we go.
All right. All right. Oh, well, so we should just start with Rob lost his home. He's now living in the woods, but luckily he was able to get his microphone
Yeah.
and an internet connection.
And then I also talked to an electrician who does part-time gnome work, and he lit up the backyard for me.
Well, that's good because gnome work is homework, ladies
Ain't
and
it
gentlemen.
though? So no, that actually is my sister Kimberly's backyard. There's a story. That's why I picked the background.
All right. Well, do you want to start with the story, or should we tell the folks at home who we are?
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
That's right. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. I'm Bob Doyle.
And I'm Rob Scott. And can you see this? I have a big bandage on my face.
Yes, I actually noticed it in your Facebook post earlier today, and I assumed either we would be talking about it or it would be gone.
Well, it wouldn't have been I guess it would have been my post, but I didn't post it there. I'm sure my daughter did.
No, yeah, it was a Samantha thing.
Yeah, but anyway, that's my sister. So there's so there's a couple stories. I don't know where you want me to begin here,
Well,
but this is
you started with the backyard, so
yeah,
we'll close that loop and then we'll get into your face.
That's right.
It's 9 o'clock.
You did that part already.
I know, but I just when you said get into your face, it reeks of another Billy Joel reference. So okay, so when my sister was visiting. Well, actually, let's back it up. Man of Action Mark Howard gave me one of those lanterns.
Okay.
I think I've talked to you about it. It reminds me of the type of illumination you would find at like Pirates of the Caribbean. The fake fire. But sure, it's fake, but it still looks really good. It's like one of the, it's not real, but gosh, it's close. And that's so Disney, And so he got me one of those when I got the deck reappointed. Mark Howard, Man of Action, gave me one of those, and I love it. I know it's a kind of a cheesy thing to love, but I really like it. And so, when the sun goes down, it's solar lit, blah, blah. Well, when Kimberly was visiting, she went nuts about, and so I've got to get it. I need one of those. Those are so cool. And so I sent her the link, and look what she did. She bought like 50. Like her backyard now is like like a Disney movie. It's like how many are there? How many are there? And there's some in the
see, but yeah, maybe far in the back are those.
Yeah, like
are the ones that go back into the woods,
right? So 1, 2, 3,
dear.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them at least, maybe 10, and that's just the picture she sent.
Wow.
So she goes big or goes home. She goes big or goes to the backyard.
You went big and went home in this case.
That's right. So yay, Kimberly. And I hope she's having a wonderful 4th of July. And Latbat is with us and loves the story and or the background. So that's very cool.
There she is. She's been scheduling her whole day around this
I'm sure
250th anniversary of our country episode. For which I did zero prep or research.
As did I. I was going to do, I had a background picture of that was taken years ago at Gordy's on their camera, and I happened to get lucky and have fireworks going off from the Gordy cam.
Oh, wow.
But it's grainy and blurry, and it doesn't near. And I thought Kimberly deserves. She bought 50 of those things. She deserves some publicity.
It looks good.
It does. It does. I mean, when she sent it, I go, leave it to Kimberly. I had one. Now I feel like a unit.
Now, is there like a trail or something?
I've never been to this home.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. This is her new. They have a new place. They're in retirement mode now. They live about 45 minutes west of Orlando, kind of out by where my folks used to have their place. So that's really cool. It's called Leesburg is where Kimberly and Scotty are, and they have. Excuse me. I think it is like it's not like the Villages, but I don't think there's a lot of kids. I think it's for, folks who are older. And I mean that sounds wrong, but they got the golf cart. They're doing the whole thing, and that's a backyard worthy of the new digs.
You just made me think of a place where I stayed that had a golf cart in the garage. This was a million years ago. I don't remember what it is, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to figure it out. But
hell of a story there, Bob.
I know. Okay, we've got to put up her message because she typed it out.
And he doesn't like
musicals.
He doesn't.
Although
like
what was in my head all afternoon, and all I could hear was
Living Rent Free
musicals. Yes, Living Rent Free was. I don't know the words, but. But I got a golden ticket.
Oh, see, I'm not real familiar with that score. I don't think I
didn't expect you to get that one.
I don't think I've watched any of them all the way through.
Oh, boy.
Any of the iterations.
One I've seen countless times.
And I know that's one of your favorite. And I've told you to watch the Gene Wilder biography, which is out.
I think I did.
Okay, because it's outstanding. It's up there with the John Candy one.
Yeah, I did see that one. I saw it, not the John Candy. I haven't seen any of the recent ones. I hear the Martin Short one is amazing.
It is. It's outstanding. Oh, and there are things about the Martin Short one. I'm glad you brought that up because I had forgotten on my notes or whatever. We haven't been regularly lounging.
No.
But the Martin Short one, it has tinges of Bob Doyle throughout. Not directly, but I thought of you in that scene, or when he would say something or about creativity, and I'm going, oh, Bob's got to watch this one. But then I thought he hasn't even watched the John Candy one yet. So
I know. I need to see that. I need to see Paul Rubens, and I need to see. I want to see all of those. I mean,
well, you have the ability, Bob. You just carve out the time and get her done.
I know. It's one of those things that because like Amber hates watching documentaries.
Again, you can do it on your own. It's not against the law.
I know. I just, God, it's really, TV's a hard thing for me, as you know.
I know. And it was, and we even in the olden days, like I'd say, you should watch this. And you go, well, whenever she has the time, we'll carve it out and we'll watch together. I'm going, you don't need to have Chrissy there.
But I was just putting that off on the fact that I just really don't like watching TV.
I get that. If a Wheel of Fortune, I understand. But a really good hour and a half on something that's well produced, well written, and it'll get you emotionally, and it'll be fun. It'll be a fun 90 minutes of your world.
No, I know.
I get that you don't like TV.
No, I don't count. No, I don't count any of those things that we're talking about right now. Like the documentaries we're talking about is not the kind of TV I don't like. That is the only type of TV I do like.
I find I'm watching
documentaries is really the only thing that But I know we said this a million times, but we'll run The Simpsons here. We'll run. Now we started doing Office, just stuff that there's no emotional attachment to.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need in the background. SpongeBob SquarePants.
There you go.
It's amazing the amount of hours we have of SpongeBob in this house.
Well, and of course, see, here's the thing too. I think it's the way that you consume that. In other words, what I mean is all day you're in front of a monitor doing things. It's not television, I realize, but you'll look at clips on YouTube or this or that.
Yes. Yeah,
so
that's true. I mean, I get my media, that's for sure.
Right. You're just doing it in the office and a break from work. Like it when I'm at work and I'm editing, I'll do like 20 minutes of editing. I'm going to do 3 minutes of YouTube. I just can't keep doing this. My brain has, and I'll watch a 3-minute trailer of a new movie and then go back.
You do it by choice. And I find myself, oops, because I never mean to. It's like, I don't know. 5% of the time I sit down I never sit down to just watch stuff. It always is the result of something I needed to go watch or wanted to watch, but for one thing, and then they throw up a clip and then it's fucking 30 minutes. And I get that self-loathing wave.
You go down the rabbit hole, man.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I was entertained. I sometimes learned something, but sometimes I just snap out of it and go, "Oh my God, what am I doing?" Anyway.
Well, that's why they designed it that way. You can do it like I'll start out. Someone will send me, or you might send me a clip of something and I'll watch it, and all of a sudden, 45 minutes later,
Yeah. The
Which
worst part
by
about us knowing that they're doing this on purpose is that for people like me, or I don't know, people with just addictive personalities, we know they're doing it
right.
and we still do it because it is a weird addiction.
It feels
You know,
good.
and I'm not as bad as 80% of the people who have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but
That's what I
some
used to
people like
say in my drinking days. I'm not as bad as the 80% who
I'm
drink.
not saying it's good on any level. I'm just saying some people really lose their lives to it.
They do.
And I lose more than I ever thought I would,
This
especially
for
when
me,
work.
I'm glad I'm not addicted to this.
Well, because I can do work on that, that's the problem.
Yeah, but you also have been entertained by that for years too. I'm not saying you don't get work done there. I'm just saying when that phone showed up, Bob, you went nuts. You just couldn't believe you had all that power in that 3.5 by 5 inch unit.
And it's still pretty much amazing.
It
Which
is.
is why it's frustrating when I see some of the decisions they make that are such obviously planned adolescents. Planned. What's the word? Obsolescence. All right. Hi, Nori. It's so good to see you. Hope you're having a nice 4th of July.
Oh, wow, cool. We've got company.
Got company.
By the way, happy 4th to everybody.
Yeah. Are you doing anything? Look.
Yeah, I'm doing the
window or-
lounge.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I
no,
went
no,
out
we got-
yesterday.
we-
I did my 4th thing. I went and saw my. Oh, look at that. That's
yeah, I just want
lovely.
to I meant to put this up earlier.
Yeah, that's
this-
very nice.
We've shown this several times. You want to just briefly just tell people what we're looking at again, Rob, and then we'll get
Well, I
back.
thought yeah. So this is there's a sign that tells you what it is. It's the Riviera on the shores of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, on the 4th of July, 2026. Yes, happy birthday, America. 250. You don't look a day over 235.
Oh, I don't know. It depends on where you look, Rob.
And as you can see at 8:10 Central Time, there's still sunlight on the 4th in Lake Geneva. And Dave Endy had his wedding reception upstairs there. I've attended bar up there. I have attended parties up there, and I've played pinball downstairs.
and
Bob and I almost got
arrested.
arrested there one time too.
That's right. And right after that almost arrest, I decided to take a little swim in the ice cold water.
Yeah,
with
and throw
my-
all of your expensive.
with the aforementioned
So
iPhone. Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, hold on. He's trapped. Okay.
So the Riviera there. Thank you.
I gotta let it go.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I think it'll just start again.
Right. So the T in Riviera, if you just go left from there, boys and girls, and go around that little turret, that's where the police wanted to have a conversation with Tim Mahoney, my partner in crime in the
We're
lounge.
naming names, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
We
because
are naming names. After all this time, we're unsealing the vault.
it's right, because it's been 50 years. Congress said we can let that stuff go.
How long has it been
And it was
for
like,
real?
what was it, 2:30? Maybe we had closed the bars, so it was
Yeah,
between...
it was in the 2:00 range.
and
AM, we should say.
Yes, in the AM. And Bob and I and Tim were going to meet our friend Mark, who we all call Oak, and Oak had gotten the boat started, and we always go around this little fence so you can go to the municipal pier where the boat was parked. But you have to go around the fence because they lock it. Well, John Law came along and decided to ask Bob and Tim and I some questions about what we're doing. And we had so much fun with that because we knew we weren't getting in a car. It was just a different type of escape route.
Well, and of course, I get paralyzed with fear in situations like that. And I had a camcorder that evening that had captured some of the best, what would have been some of the best This Is Keeper video of that trip.
Of ever.
People, there was so much that went on there. They got behind the bar at the place we were.
Yeah.
The pool was shot. I mean, there was so much video shot there.
You even
that
did
night.
the surprise. We had a surprise
Yep.
thing. We did a bit with someone and you had that on camera.
Yep. It was like great video.
Yeah.
But then
Oak was drunk enough that he just went in the back of he just started pushing out drinks. He didn't work there anymore.
Right. And they just let him do it.
Yep. Sam just gets Oak back there and Oak is pushing out beers and he's doing a Scorsese number. He's getting everything all on camera.
That's right. It would have been a real Goodfellas in there. But
Then
unfortunately,
Bob
after John Law had our conversation, which, by the way, I got to give it to Rob. He robbed our way out of it. He turned on the, hey, I've been here my whole life. I know everything about everything. I live down here, and he named places. So, to give us all credibility.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there just about to freaking vomit, right, from nerves. And then they let us go.
Yeah, Tim and I, Tim chimed in too. He can be silver-tongued as well.
I don't remember him talking. I do.
Well, I know I did most of the yeoman's lifting there. I did. Because you're right, I did do that. I'm from here. Can you tell me about this? You can't even tell me this. I've been on this lake longer than you. That's why I've started doing that. And we're not drunk, or there's no law.
Well, we
were bombed. We were fall down drunk.
Right.
But there was nothing they could really do. Like, what's the name of the guy who's in the boat? I don't know. He's just giving us a ride home. We didn't yield anything. What are they going to do? Chase us?
Did you say? Is that what you said?
I didn't give up.
Know the name of the guy.
I recall they kept wanting to know who was. They wanted to know the name of who else was in the boat.
Way more suspicious. I don't know. We're just going home with some dude.
No, I don't know if I said that. I don't think I gave his name though. And what kind of boats he got and where's he from? He's waiting. Okay, he's waiting. We're leaving. Just let us. We weren't being jerks, but we were being drunk.
So he lets us go, and we walk down to the pier. It's dark and wet because it had rained.
Yes,
which is a detail I think we left out. And as I'm trying to step into the boat, I think
you were the last one to get in. Tim got in, I got in, and you were the third to jump into the boat.
And I if only.
Yeah.
And I got my foot on the boat, and the lights just went off in here.
Oh yeah, your lighting.
Okay,
your lighting keeps changing. That's very fancy equipment.
This light just decided to. Okay. Anyway, I slipped and fell between the boat and the dock.
You're lucky you didn't bunk your head, man.
Honestly, I could have been dead.
Well, certainly injured.
A little concussion because it was so dark. You guys would have been floundering around. Anyway, and I had just gotten my iPhone, my first iPhone, like a month before, so I think it was brand spanking, and it was in my pocket. They didn't make them water resistant back then, my friend. So that. No, the story that Rob tells us that I slow motion style, like the Lady of the Lake coming out of the water. I fall.
First, it was Bubbles. The first thing I saw was no Bob and just Bubbles. And I go, Bob just went in, man. He is in the water. And then you came up, with something in your hand. I think it was your phone or the camera or whatever, but it didn't.
Well, the camera, if only it were the camera, it couldn't have been the camera because we would have it then. That was the point is that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was the phone.
Yeah, because we the whole point was later we realized, oh, crap, the camera, the VCR. The VCR, we carried a big VCR around.
We did.
Yeah.
Should have seen the size of the battery.
The assumption was that I probably had it in my hand and dropped it when I fell in the water. But Rob went back the next morning to his, again, credit, because water is cold. And he freaking jumped in and swam around and
found nothing.
That thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't find any sign of anything. So maybe I just left it on, like there was a little wooden something or other where we're talking to the John Law. And I might have just walked away.
I don't think so. I think it went down with you. But there were weeds down there. It's about 10, 15 feet deep at least. And there's probably 2 or 3 feet of kind of seaweed that's grown on the bottom. And silt gets kicked up.
Yeah.
It was murky. Anyway, the bottom line is gone forever. It's the it's like it would have been like the Zabruta film, but it's a shame that we never found it because I would love to see the footage. Of course, now, even if we could see the footage, it probably wouldn't be near as neato as we remember it to be.
I believe it would.
I do too, actually. I was trying to be good. I really think it was kick-ass.
It would not be fried pies.
No, it wouldn't.
Especially after all this time, if we had never seen it and somehow it surfaced. Because I so remember so much of it, especially the walk up to the house to surprise Mark.
Yeah.
And then
but did you know that the original theme is from the Polovetsin Dance No. 2 by Borodin?
That was also on that tape.
But did you know? Right. It was also on that tape. Right. I think we recorded over it. I recorded
Bob's wedding.
Return to the Planet of the Apes on that tape.
Right.
On TBS.
So to answer question number 2, what is with
the face? Yeah.
So last Friday, I don't know. Yeah, last Friday I went to see the dermatologist, and because they're It's basically a little precancer thing that's about the size of a pinhead. But apparently that type of stuff is like an iceberg. All the real
Right.
stuff is underneath the surface. And so I went in Monday and had them, they cut a hole in my head and took out stuff.
That is a disturbing way to put it, but
Well, I mean, really, that's basically what in fact, I even asked, because I pelt these people with questions only because it's just in my nature. Plus, I'm never going to pay for medical school. So like, for example, they use lidocaine to numb you, but it's also mixed with epinephrine, the same stuff they give you like when you get stung by bees. And apparently that epinephrine also shrinks blood vessels or cells rather. So then you don't bleed them. So I'm asking all these questions. And so I said, how are you going in there? And he goes, a scalpel, good old steel. That was his answer. And so anyway, they go, and then it's called the Mohs treatment. My sister's had it. Welcome to being in your 60s is the bottom line. I know. Yeah, right. So because what they do is they get as much as they think they got it all. They put a patch on you and they send you out into the waiting room. And it takes about an hour and a half. And then they see if they got it all. And if they did, then they patch you up. And if not, you go back in and they cut around and take more. But I got lucky one round rather. And so they were good. But the whole waiting room, Bob, is 60-plus-year-old people with patches on their face, and I'm going, I look at that and I go, yeah, this is what happens. And I asked him, I said, I'm never in the sun. He goes, it's, you can't be in the sun. I said, I haven't been in the sun like in decades.
Right.
I run away from getting sunburn. And he goes, no, it's from when you were a kid. So like, you can't do anything about it. It's just what it is. So then I'm getting stitched up. And I said to the doc, I want to know. This is the first time in my whole life I've ever gotten stitches, Bob, by the way. I've never had, I've never had
stitches.
So I said to him, I want to brag. So, now, I'll have to have you follow up. I said, I want to brag. So how many stitches? And he said, lots. That was his answer. There's stitches on the lots, LOTS, lots of stitches. So there's stitches on the inside and stitches on the outside. And so, and here's the last part of this Mohs treatment. You don't stitch like this. They pooch it up and like a caterpillar, because when your skin heals, it tightens. And that's then that would come, and that's where scar tissue would. So when they have it like a little roll and it comes in it, and then there's no scar. That's the whole purpose of this type of procedure. And like I said, my sister's had it. Pamela, she just called, call me when it's done. I mean, so matter of fact to Pam, you lose her leg. Well, it happens. And then, that's just her. So just call me when it's done. And she goes, yeah, welcome to Mohs. She didn't say welcome to Mohs, but I kept, welcome to Mohs. Welcome to Mohs. So that's why I got a patch on my face.
Well, that's a very interesting story. And
not really. It blows. The whole thing blows.
There are some interesting parts.
There are.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the stitches on the inside part. Still don't like it. It's going to bother me.
And they dissolve. I don't have to go get them out.
We're going to open you up so we can get those out.
And then more stitches. Again,
and then we'll come you back in. And then
So the thing is, here's what it is too. It's not necessarily these things that are helping you, right? I mean, it's nice that we can go to a doctor and get I don't like the system. The clipboards and the insurance and all the crap you go through for doctor stuff. The doctors themselves are helping me. I go and I'll do the thing. It's all the crap. And nowadays, 80,000 texts. Thank you for visiting blah, blah, blah dermatology. Right. Do you really boy, if you liked us, please let us know. And, they hit you with surveys before they even hit you with post-op instructions. Did you love us? Did you really love us? Give us stars. So that crap bothers me. I know I sound like, get off my lawn guy, but man.
No, that is annoying.
It is, and that happens with my dentist too. I go to the dentist and I know it's just automated, right? They said he paid, they hit a little key on their computer, says it's all paid up. And then, we can send him 80,000, do you love us texts?
Yeah, I guess, it's annoying. I don't mind. Because the convenience that comes with some of that medical stuff, being able to do some things from your phone, which used to require more. But yes, medical. It's like, why is this medical procedure bringing up familiarity? And it was because Harper this week went. Oh, we just went through the whole thing with Ellie. Not that.
Yeah.
Didn't by the way, she has ballooned since that surgery. Like she was a little. Did I already tell you this? She was a little tiny thing. She ate, but she just wasn't gaining any weight. I was like concerned. I was like, she says, I guess she'll just be small and thin. Got that remaining piece of ovary out of there, and now she eats. She bullies the other animals away from their food, and she is a machine. So now Harper, who is 8, or an 8 and 9 or whatever in that area, just got spayed this week, and she had to get a lot of teeth removed, like a lot.
One doesn't have anything to do with the other, though, right?
No. It just,
if I lose my teeth, I'm not going to be impotent.
Well, Rob, I can't.
I'm asking.
But
you're smarter than I am. Anyway, Harper lost teeth and got spayed.
Yeah, so she's in recovery. Just sleeping a lot and being cute and having 2 fangs out here, but nothing else.
Well, so Harper and I both had to have procedures.
That's correct. That is right. And I just speaking of dermatologist, I just got my a text from my dermatologist going, okay, it's July, it's been a year, you should come in. Okay.
And they're going to find crap. They just do. Like I said, I was sitting.
Yeah, well, I just had little dots and they froze them, and that was it. And I was in good shape last year. We'll see.
That was now. So yeah, I've had the ones where they just freeze them and scrape them and do whatever. Okay. And then you look at the bill, the itemized bill, and you go, you get that much for that? I could have gotten sandpaper out of my shed,
Right.
But anyway, fine. But then now the next chapter is, I don't like the look of this one. We're going to send that in for a biopsy. We'll have you. And then we'll have someone call you. And then they call and it's squeamish something cell, small cell. It's not melanoma. That's the badass. You don't want that one. This is like It could get
Mr. Anoma.
Yeah. Melvin A. A should be his middle name should be A.
Mel A. Nova.
Nova. Mr. Nova, Mr. Melvin Albert Nova the third.
There's somebody calling me. Shut up, Shmoo.
Shmoo is actually the medical assistant for Dr. Mel A. Nova.
All right, here comes a guest. We're having a guest. She's here before the end of the show. She's sauntering in any moment. When she will, I don't know, but we've
that rhymed.
A couple of minutes. I know. I'm really good at musicals. That wasn't open, right?
Wow, man, Tracy looks awesome. She's like, look at that, Tracy. You look awesome. You're like a postcard.
Can you hear him?
No.
You can't?
Oh, well, no wonder she's not making a face then.
How about now?
She's sparkly and everything. She looks outstanding.
I know why. Now I know why I had that plugged in there.
I just came to say hi.
She just came to say hi.
Well, when she watches this on replay, she'll know I paid her a massive compliment. She looks outstanding.
You look outstanding is what he's saying.
Aw, thanks, honey.
Yeah, really. She just was very sparkly and fun.
Sparkly and fun.
She's a grand old flag.
A grand old flag.
250 years, right?
Right.
President Francisco Franco is still dead.
Franco is still dead. He does not know that reference.
No one does. Maybe a couple of folks watching.
No, I'm guessing she was a couple of years old when that was on the album. That album that came out.
You outkicked your coverage with her, buddy. Let me tell you.
He says you look great.
I can watch the replay.
That was good.
It won't be worth it. It won't be worth it. It's not
that's going to go on the best of for this year. That'll be on the best of tape.
The best of. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you in a minute. I'm gonna update him on the news after, and then I'll be down there. So what's your you guys ready to eat? Okay.
That looks really cool when she exits. It looks like she's leaving the room, the lounge room that you have.
Right. And plus, she almost bumped into the waiter too.
It looks great. I mean, the lighting changes. It looks literally like she left the lounge.
That's funny.
Whereas no one looks like they're leaving my sister's backyard. But you got to give her props.
I saw Bigfoot a minute ago.
I saw a stand-up comic once do a whole routine on that, and he said that Bigfoot himself is blurry. So you really
right. Right.
Don't
Who
blame the
is that?
photographer. Bigfoot, he's blurry.
Right. It's yeah. I've heard that bit several times. I wonder who the hell it was.
Man, so here's I brought show and tell, Bob.
Okay.
Da, da, da.
Bit of honey, bit of honey.
I had a 2-pound bag delivered.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of bit of honey in 2-pound bag.
And
But
it's and it's the right texture.
yes, it is. I mean, it's not gooey soft, but it isn't
Right.
brittle hard. It's like it's supposed
Right.
to be.
Oh, that's happy news.
It is, and they're addictive for me. You start on these, and I'm just all of a sudden I look down. There's a stack of wrapping paper, on the desk or the couch or whatever. Where I'm
Right.
like,
Very distinctive wrapping paper too, I might add.
yeah. I mean,
doubt they
bit of
changed
honey
their
is
packaging.
this to me is such a classic candy, boys
I
and
know, I
girls.
love it. And kids today, they don't appreciate
They
it.
don't appreciate it. How many licks it takes to get to the center. So, any 4th of July, like
I'm
old
gonna go
day.
downstairs and make smash burgers and
Oh, that sounds
fries
good.
and just have a nice that kind of a thing. Except I'm not gonna go outside. The bummer about Vegas is it's so freaking hot. It's not even fun to be outside to do outdoorsy type of things. So we just kind of been inside all day and.
Weekend special.
Hot as hell out here in Vegas. It's 4th of July, and that is no lie. Well, that's all the time we have for the show this week. I am Bob, he is Rob, and
I'm
this
Rob, yeah.
is the outro.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the
Oh,
same.
I love this guy.
After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show.